YoungHalfington here, live and in stereo. And if you're a Tinder girl listening to one of these stories right now, these are your tapes. What is up, Half Gang? YoungHalfington here, back with a video, and as you can tell by the title, we are telling another Tinder story. You guys loved the very first one that we did, and today's episode, we're going to be discussing how a beach house got infiltrated by two catfishes. And also, before we get into the story, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button with notifications turned on so you know whenever I'm posting something to this channel. And also, down in the link below, there is a link to the giveaway. You got until next Wednesday. That's when it's going to be picked. So make sure you go ahead and get that taken care of. You want a chance to win the microphone that I use to record all my videos. Okay, so anyway, let's get into the story. So basically, I have a group of friends, really awesome people. I believe there was like 4 or 5 of us involved in the story. So to start it off, let me start by saying that we basically have this friend. His name is Jacob, and his parents own this beach house down in the Outer Banks. For those of you guys that don't know where the Outer Banks is, it's in North Carolina. We live up in Virginia, and every year during spring break, we go and take a trip to that beach house for a week, and we live, you know, that Jersey Shore reality TV show lifestyle, you know, that censored shit that we can't talk about. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you some shit that went down one of these nights. All right, so this was spring break of 2017. Yeah, 2017. It was me, Jacob, my friend Tad. There was 2 Johns and Jacob's ex-girlfriend. Now it was his girlfriend at the time. I'm not gonna mention her name because I don't know what she's gonna do. She could do some stuff if she hears the story. I don't trust her. Okay, so what went down throughout the beginning of the trip was not important. You know what freaking teenagers, 20-year-olds do when they have a beach house to themselves. They go ahead and get lit all the time. They do beach house things. Yeah, you know the story. But this story takes place the very last night we were at the beach house. So it was the very last night, and after, you know, drinking every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and going out and doing all this, we were just tired, you know. But one of our friends, John, he was so persistent on getting these 2 really beautiful girls that were on Tinder to come to the beach house for the last night and chill with us. And you know, any guy would normally be like, hell yeah, bring those chicks over, man. They're hot as hell. Like, of course I want to spend time with some beautiful girls. But dude, like, you guys do not understand. I wish I vlogged this. How much shit that we actually did. I was just completely exhausted and over it, and basically I wanted to spend the last night at the beach house with my homies, like, you know, my good friends, and just chill out, have a kickback, get in the hot tub and pool, and then, you know, just wake up the next morning and drive back to Virginia. So we all have that homie, you know. John was like, oh dude, don't be a little bitch, don't be a little pussy, like, dude, take one of them. There's 2 of them, one for me, one for you. Jacob already's got his girlfriend here, and the other guy's left, so just have one. There's us 2. We're the only 2 single guys here. And I was like, bro, normally I would be down for that, but not today. Like, if you bring them over, they're both for you. And he's like, all right, fine, then I'll just have them both for me. And I'm like, good. I'm not a buzzkill, I promise, guys. I was just really tired and wanted to spend the night with my homies for once. So this is where this story gets fucking juicy. So he invites the 2 girls over. He texts them, and they're like, okay, we'll be there around, I think it was around 8 p.m. And basically, to fast forward to 8 p.m., he gets the text message from the girls, and they say that they're here, and he goes out to get them. Now, everyone's at the bottom floor playing pool, you know, like, just having a good time. We have our beers in our hand and everything. And then as John's going out to get them, he's out there for a good minute. Like, something's up. He's out there for a good minute. And then about 30 seconds later, we hear the door open. Now, let me tell you guys, John was the very first person to come through the door. And when he came through the door, we could just see on his face that something was not right. Let me show you his face real quick. I'll give you an example. Dude, it just looked like pure defeat, pure fear. I can't even describe it into words, bro. It was so funny. And soon after John walked to the door, we knew exactly why he was giving the face he was giving. These girls were not the 2 girls that were in those Tinder pictures, guys. And John let them in the fucking house. And I mean, they were not those girls in the pictures, guys. I'm talking about we had the female version of the Crimson Chin and Velma from Scooby-Doo and Honey Boo Boo's mom back when she was fat mixed into one person. Yo, and I don't mean to roast people on their appearance, but if you're gonna catfish and come into our house, I'm gonna roast the shit out of you, and I'm gonna make some clout off of your name by using your story in the video. So, thanks, I guess. I don't know. So, for some reason, even though they weren't who they said they were, John lets these 2 girls in the house, and now we're just stuck with them in there. We don't know what to do. I think John went upstairs and gave them beers, and even though it was like really awkward and shit, we tried to make it just like roll, and I guess you could say we partied with Catfishes for a little bit. Now fast forward, we move up to the 3rd floor, and you know, everyone's got a little bit of shit in their system. Everyone's becoming more social. We play a couple of games like beer pong, stack cup. For those of you guys that are in college and you know those fucking drinking games, you know what I'm talking about. Everyone's getting lit basically. So I decide to pull off and eat me some potato salad that was left over because your boy was hungry. Now only my friends would know this, so I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I am a complete germaphobe when it comes to sharing food and drinks. I don't even share with my mother. I don't want your germs, your saliva, none of that on my food. What's mine is mine and you can't touch it. So I'm over there at the counter eating my potato salad, right? And one of these catfish, I kid you not, I was so pissed off. I was eating my potato salad in the counter, and one of the catfish bitches comes over, picks up my fork, and digs my fork into my potato salad, and then eats that shit. You guys do not know the rage that was just in my body at the time. I'll show a video. I actually filmed myself picking up all of my drinks and walking down all the way to the 1st floor because I just could not be in the same room. I do not play with people eating my shit, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, so after calming down from the female Crimson Chin eating my food, the fucking female Crimson Chin, I finally came all the way back upstairs, and they're just all chilling. They're kind of sitting on the couches, talking and shit. I think they were playing a board game and drinking at the same time. So I'm like, boring shit, but at least it was chill and all that stuff. And basically, I get approached by the female Crimson Chin, and she asked me if I could put her phone number into my phone to call it because she can't remember where she put hers. And you know, the nice guy that I am, I was like, sure, just put your phone in and call it and all that stuff and see if you can find it. So that's what she does. And I kid you not, guys, as soon as she presses call, the phone was like 6 inches away from her. Now, before you guys go ahead and assume what I think you're assuming right now, let me tell you how God saved my life with this situation, because I thought I got played. Well, I did get played, but I thought I got played in a different way when she did that shit. So as soon as she finds her phone, like 2 minutes later, I get a text message from her, and I was like, oh fucking no. But when I read the text message, luckily I was relieved, because what it said was, hey, I really like John and I think I want to hook up with him tonight. Do you think I should go for it or not? And John, if you're watching this, I should have let her did that shit. I should have let her did that shit because I told you not to bring those girls into this house, into that house. And look what happened, bro. Look what happened. This is why you should have just listened to your boy. But anyways, I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, John. I'm going to come at you again. But John is 100% straight, but he's kind of got that metrosexual voice, kind of similar to a gay person. John, don't hate me, but it's true. It's true, John. It's true. So I played that to my advantage to save you. I basically told the girl, like, hey, this is like my second time meeting John ever. And I don't know if you noticed, but he kind of has like the gay person voice. So I don't know, he might be gay. I just want you, I mean, you could go for it if you want, but I think that he possibly might be. And he's lucky because she texted back and said, oh, you're so right. Thank you for giving me the warning. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I got you. Yeah. So me, after this happened, thinking how funny as fuck it was, like so funny, I ran down all the way to the first floor where my other friends were, and I just had to show them the text message, right? And they thought it was hilarious. And Jacob said, give me your phone. So I gave him my phone, and this fool responds back to her and says, actually, I think you should go for John 100%. Ah, man, that's something, Jacob. That's something. So the girl's like, all right. And at this time, I think John got like really, really drunk, and he was in his room at the time, trying to go to sleep. And all we saw next was the girl apparently went into the room, and the door closed, the lights were off, and we don't know what happened next. John says that nothing happened. I walked out of my room the next morning, and I saw the two girls. They spent the night, I guess. They were in another separate room, but as far as what went down in the room after the door closed, I pray for you, John, that something didn't happen. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, oh god, dude, I hope not. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much the story on how me and my friends got infiltrated by two catfishes. And John, you could have avoided it if you didn't let the two bitches in the fucking house. I still do not know what was going through your head. As soon as you saw them outside, you should have said, go the fuck home. You should have said, go the fuck home, but whatever. Because of you, a girl ate my potato salad, and you probably got sucked off by a catfish in the fucking room. But yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this story time, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more content and you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, follow me on my social medias at YoungHalfington, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, YoungHalfington. Peace out.